Chapter 32. I open the front door and wait for the blast of cold air to hit me, but it doesn't. That's a good sign, I suppose. There's music tinkling in the kitchen and the house feels warm, toasty, like those radiators are really working today. My eyes land on my mom's phone and a pang of guilt hits me. I should call Rachel. I miss her, I really, really do. But the idea of having Mom lurking around waiting for me to return her phone while I try to quietly fill Rachel in on the ghost stuff and Cassidy and Andrew's freckles is awful. I need more privacy than that. Tessa? My mom's voice floats out from the kitchen and I follow it in, surprised to see she looks miserable. Bags hang under her normally bright eyes and her face is splotchy. Oh no. Inez has done something to my mother. Anger, red hot like smoldering coals, take over me, leaving me almost breathless. I'm ready to strangle this ghost with my bare hands if I have to. Before I can stop, I pound a fist from the table, startling even myself. I didn't even notice Jonah in the corner before, but he's there. It takes less than 5 seconds for him to start bawling. I walk over and give him a hug. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm just mad. He swipes at his runny nose with a sleeve. Gross. Then he reaches under the table and pulls out Reno. His mouth moves ever so slightly, and I swear he's staring at me. Turning back to Mom, I take a deep breath and try to remind myself that I'm not alone. I'm safe. I glance back at Reno's eyes, noticing that they're still fixed on me. The doll is not after me. The doll is not after me. Mom puts her hands on my shoulders. Tessa, you look kind of rough. Are you okay? I don't know. What happened while I was gone? She looks around the room and sighs loudly. Nothing specific. It's just that I finally got through every last box in the garage and the supplies aren't in there. I don't know where they could have gone. Oh, I found them! I practically screamed. They were stacked up next to my bed earlier today. My eyes cut a path to our kitchen counter, the same counter I left a note on before I went to the library with Andrew and Nina. It's empty. I left you a note over there telling you that I found them and that they were in my room. You didn't see it? Mom follows the line of my finger and stares at the empty counter. I've been here all day and I never saw a note. Was it tiny? I mean, could it have blown off and onto the floor when someone walked by? My stomach sinks. It was a piece of used up sketch paper. Mom's mouth turns downward. That's heavy paper, and too big to just vanish. She turns to look at Jonah. Honey, did you see the paper? Jonah lifts Reno into a sitting position. His creepy wooden mouth opens into a silent scream and then suddenly clamps back shut. The wood-on-wood sound echoing through the kitchen and making me jump. Moving Reno closer to his ear, my little brother acts like he's listening, like the doll is telling him something. Suddenly, Jonah's eyes go big. I didn't see it, but I think Reno did. Mom looks at me, then back at Jonah. She takes a few steps toward him and playfully ruffles his hair. Well, okay, sweetie. Did he tell you if he might have touched it? Reno's head slowly swivels toward Mom. Jonah mumbles something under his breath, and then the doll's head snaps in my direction until his beady eyes are resting on me again. I look away, unable to control the shivers building inside me. Reno didn't touch it, but the ghost did, Jonah says in a sinister little smile touching his lips. I back away from Reno. Terror sweeps through me like a tidal wave, and it takes all my energy not to grab one of our kitchen knives and take it to that doll right here and now. I look to Mom for help, my palms going completely clammy. Instead of screaming or dousing Reno with gasoline so we can torch him, Mom just chuckles. I see. What if your little buddy there sees the ghost again? Could you have him give a message for Mommy? A message? Is my mom crazy? Jonah looks at me and clutches Reno to his chest. But Tessa said there's no ghost, right, Tessa? Once upon a time, I believed ghosts didn't exist. I was so sure of it that I told my little brother there was no such thing. But now, I know I was wrong. Inez exists, and she's not going to stop messing with me, my house, or my family until I figure out exactly what she wants. If Andrew were here, I'd tell him how wrong he was. I hadn't even made it 1 hour out of the 24, and already I'm dying to leave. I passed Mom the box I found in my room, happy to see her smiling again. This is it. Just make sure everything is in there. Because an angry, unpredictable ghost moved them, I think. Mom pulls me into a hug. I will, and thank you so much, honey. But I forgot to ask, how did it get into your room to begin with? How do I answer that? I could tell her that I believe we're being haunted and that I'm terrified, but all that would do is upset her. Ruin all our hopes of getting us settled in and happy in our new home? Or worse, she might think I'm making it up. That I want her to hate our house as much as I do. No, I won't do that to her, especially since I'm so close to figuring out what Inez wants and how to stop her. If things get worse, I'll tell Mom and Dad. Until then, Inez is my problem to deal with. I don't really know. I'm just glad I found them. But would it be okay if I made a suggestion about the things run around here? Mom nods and a huge grin spreading across her face. This is right up her alley. Me making suggestions for the household. Taking charge of my destiny, or so she calls it. Mom loves it when I step up and get involved. And this time, I'm going to. I really think I need a phone. If I'd had my own phone, the whole boxes thing wouldn't have been a problem because I would have just called or texted you. Leaving notes isn't a very reliable way to do things anymore. I stop and take a breath, my gaze landing on her face so I can gauge how she's handling my request. How do we still have the corkboard? She responds, setting the box in her arms down. I just haven't gotten around to unpacking it yet. That would be a central place for us to leave messages, right? I roll my shoulders. I guess, but it isn't the same. I'm making friends here now, Mom. Andrew and Nina and Richie. They're nice, and I want to be able to talk to them outside school. But it's hard because we've only got the one house line, and I know I shouldn't tie that up. The question I really wanted to ask is perched on the tip of my tongue. Mom has always seemed so against mobile phones, but she's never told me why. It is because of radiation, monthly bills, annoying ringtones? Why do you hate phones so much? Laughter bursts from her mouth, surprising me. I don't hate phones. Tilting my head to the side, I do my best impression of Andrew when he's skeptical. Are you sure? Because it seems like you do. Mom shakes her head. I don't hate phones. I hate the way they interfere with our experiences. Here's an example. Say you go on an amazing vacation, like the Forge in Norway. A lot of your friends would spend most of their time taking pictures and posting them to social media, then waiting for likes and comments. They wouldn't actually be experiencing the moment, the beauty, anything. So you're afraid that if you give me a phone, I'll stop appreciating our vacations and trips and stuff? Mom rests a hand on my shoulder. No, I'm afraid you'll forget how to appreciate them without other people telling you they're worth appreciating. Does that make sense? I nod, finally understanding. Mom once told me she sees a story in everything. A lopsided sandcastle at high tide might look terrible, but could have been built by a future architect. A small blob of jellyfish glistening in the sand might seem harmless, but could be more dangerous than a vial of poison. A rainbow might be the brightest one you've ever seen, but could be a result of a hurricane. Mom sees the stories, then uses them to decide what she wants to paint. It's part of what makes her such a good artist. I think she wants me to do the same, to experience the world, not just snap a picture of it and hope I hit 100 likes. Maybe we could meet in the middle, I say, thinking out loud. What if I get a phone so I can stay in touch with my friends, but don't put any social media on it? Mom goes quiet. She doesn't look upset or angry, though, just thoughtful. I'll talk to your father about it, okay? She gives me another quick squeeze and drops a kiss on my forehead. The smell of lavender washes over me. But no promises. No promises. That's better than no. I'll take it. Oh, I almost forgot. Her eyes light up suddenly, and she reaches into the pocket of her chunky sweater and pulls out a light pink envelope. It's from Rachel. So nice to see you guys staying in touch like this. I don't know why people gave up writing letters to each other. They're so much more thoughtful than a phone call. I take the envelope and run my fingers over Rachel's loopy handwriting. She's drawn little hearts around my name and smiley faces and all the O's. Sliding a finger over the edge, I start tearing. When Mom and Dad first told me we were moving, I was afraid Rachel would replace me. I thought it would kill me if she made a new best friend. And they did all the things we were planning to do together without me. I'm beginning to realize I was wrong. As the words inside Rachel's card come into view, I smile. I still don't want her to replace me, but I'm starting to realize that can't happen. You can't replace people. No matter how much I grow to love Andrew, Richie, and Nina, they'll never replace Rachel. I remember the song my mom used to sing to me when I was tiny. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. The circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I'm going to be your friend. So crazy that she used to sing me that song way before she knew I'd ever need it. But I'm glad she did, because it all makes sense now.